Hey guys, this is the last video for tonight. It'll just be black. I'm getting kind of tired, but I do want to make this video before I go to sleep to update you on some of the things that's going on because, as I said, they are blocking me in every route I go, and all of them seem to be tied into protecting Miss LeBeer, the fire department, the police, the mayor's office, Lisa Madigan's office, corporals, lawyers. Everybody seemed to have thrown themselves under the bus to protect Miss LeBeer. And obviously she's not the only one. Obviously somebody wants those things I have in my apartment, especially the food storage I have besides her, because I just don't see Mr. Bureau having that much power where everybody, the Department for the Homeless who want, tell me they don't have apartments for senior citizens, the Ethics Committee, any organization I seem to touch seem, Section 8, and I got to deal with that too this morning, because they're talking about terminating me again, because I told them that they were still, and they admitted in an email that they paid Miss LeBeer. They said her last rent payment was December, but she failed inspection September the 22nd. So from September to December, they still paying her, even though she has failed inspection 3 times. So, obviously, as I said, I'm going to deal with them in the morning. But I do want to play one thing before I go to sleep. I want you to hear, now as I tell you, Bridgeview Courthouse said they can't, I can't prosecute the police or press criminal charges against them at Bridgeview Courthouse. I can't file administration review or press charges against the Riverdale, Village of Riverdale at Bridgeview Courthouse. Now, please. They say things that are so obviously incorrect. They have told me over and over again that the things that I've looked up, I've been going to the library, walking up them 10, 12 blocks to the library to find out information, because they have been lying so much and giving me misinformation. Number one, they said that the police had a right to evict me because the fire chief told them to, and then they backed off on that. But I've never heard of eviction by the police, number one. I always thought the evictions could be from the sheriff department. And number two, how do you evict a person without giving them any of the items? And they keep going back on these things. They'll say, oh yeah, we can do that. They can do that. They can evict you without giving you anything. The police can evict you if the sheriff give them an authority. Oh well, the sheriff don't have no paperwork in order to evict you. They keep coming up with different lies over and over again, and I have all the evidence from facts, looking it up on the internet, that they're lying. But the approval point, I want to play for you this tape of the housing specialist at Markham Courthouse, who's supposed to be helping me to get my things. I want you to hear this recording. So, let me see. His name is Hoffman. He is a housing specialist, attorney, or somebody can give you the understanding what happens when you get evicted. So listen to this. Oh, a lot of things I've run into is they don't answer the phone. I get people's voicemails, and they don't return my calls. So it's various things that they do to avoid dealing with me. And my main thing is the paperwork can say with United Charities. Do you understand what I'm saying? Salvation Army. All these places who's supposed to have emergency housing for senior citizens or placement, all of a sudden they don't. They telling me to be a 60 to 90 day wait for me to get housing. Now, my ex-husband, Jones, when Patricia died last year, he was able to get an apartment and move in less than 30 days. But they're telling me, and I'm older than him, they're telling me 60 to 90 days. And they have on the paperwork it says, "Oh, we have housing for people in crisis." But all of a sudden, none of these Catholic charities, Salvation Army, Red Cross, all these other organizations, they don't have anything for senior citizens. Nobody with disabilities like me or a senior citizen. So, and like I said, I have to give you the example of how all these people are passing a buck. Nobody wants to touch the problem, not even Section 8. And the thing is, I'm at my cousin's house, and she has a major problem about a slumlord too. So it's just not just happening to me. I heard a girl on the radio discussing how she's having a problem with Section 8. So Section 8 has totally been turned over into the Satanistic system where they are really everybody's taking money under the table. But let me play this before I go to bed and give you a point of the people. Now, as I said, I've been to the downtown Chicago Daily Center, who said they can't help me. I've been to the Bridgeview Courthouse, who said they can't help me. So I have turned around full circle, and I'm back at Markham Courthouse again, dealing with them crooked judges, the state's attorneys who won't press charges against police, the sheriff's department who won't press charges, and one thing that I have to mention. Lawyer corporals, who's supposed to be attorneys who help you in resolving issues with housing and stuff like that. Everybody, you can tell exactly where they're coming from, because when you mention something, all of a sudden they stick up for the bad guy. They pull for the bad guy. Because the paperwork says, the attorney corporal said that he saw paperwork that I was served legally because the sheriff served me my summons. And that's not true. I got my summons from the Severes. No sheriff served me any paperwork to go to court 11/7/16. And they always make mistakes because the lawyer said, well, the sheriff is right. If they say they served you, you can't deny it unless you're not wearing it at home. But see, you guys know I'm all at home all the time. I don't have a job. I'm not going to school. So you know I'm at home. So how would I be able to prove that I was somewhere else? You know what I'm saying? So for that sheriff department to lie. But the thing they got them called up is they always mess up on the paperwork. They are careless and lazy. Because they say they served me 11/27. They say the paperwork came to them. They got the paperwork from the court at on 11/24. They served me 11/27. Excuse me. They served me 11/27, but they filed the paperwork after they served me 11/17. Now, how is it possible that you filed the paperwork before you served me? Really? And before Mrs. Berry even filed the paperwork, because she didn't file the paperwork till the 24th, and you filed it on the 17th. So that's kind of going back into the past. You must have a time machine. But as I said, that's clearly a lot. Now say, oh, well, it's a mistake. No. Every piece of paper I have with all these different things on them are not mistakes, not coincidences. The facts speak for themselves. And I don't care if they just keep on lying, because I'm going to keep collecting evidence, and I'll just keep collecting them lying and trying to give me misinformation. Because as I said, nobody knows who deal with corruption. It's like they've never heard of the word corruption. And when I hear that, I know they're corrupt. But I'm going to continue to collect evidence, like I said. I don't know how God gonna work it about. I don't know the big picture, but He knows the terrain. As I said, He knows the level, where to level it off and where to build up. So I'm going to I did want to discuss one other thing besides them lying about everything. Between the Daily Center and Bridgeview Courthouse, and I'm spending my money to fax information over to Lisa Madigan's office, and they putting wrong timestamps on there. So now it's not a coincidence. Now it's not a coincidence that number one, a library doesn't have a fax machine. Isn't it something? You can go into a library and they don't have a fax machine. A Chicago Public Library doesn't have a fax machine. And I go to the Curse Exchange down the street, who charges $8 for 6 pages. And they give me the wrong timestamp on that fax, just like Bridgeview. So Bridgeview Courthouse and the Curse Exchange both gave me wrong timestamps on the confirmation showing that they got the emails. That is truly ridiculous. And 311, who's supposed to be the government agency looking out for the Chicago area, said the only way they can help me with housing is if I let them spread my information, let them share my information. Anything I tell them, I have to give them permission to share in order for them to help me find housing. Now, I've been waiting on that supervisor from 311 to call me since early today, and I haven't gotten a call. But I'm going to call them tomorrow too, because it is illegal to tell a government agency say that they will not help you unless you say that they can spread your personal information with somebody. Really? Well, here we go. Let me get this recording set up so you can hear how criminal these people really are. They set up and are just falling over to help these people to keep my things.
Zip code that I was at was 60827.
And what's your address?
Well, I'm presently staying with my cousin, and it's only temporary. I can't stay here long.
Okay, well, do you know the address of your, okay, let's just do this. Well, give me the address where you live. Give me the address where you're living right now.
7862 South Shore Boulevard, Chicago. 60649.
60649.
Yeah.
And give me the street address again.
7862 South Shore Boulevard.
Is your apartment number?
1S.
And what is your telephone number?
773-396-7122.
773-396-7122.
Yes.
Do you live by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a disability?
Yes.
Okay. Were you in eviction court?
I went to Miss Nelson, the landlord, asked for possession.
Now I don't know what.
Give me 1 second here.
Huh?
They're telling
I'm
him.
looking at that case, and it says that this is for, and you're asking for, this is for non-payment of rent, is that right?
That's correct. I didn't pay my portion of the $92 a month because I had sent Miss Nelson text messages, emails, asking her to repair some problems were of emergency nature that were detrimental to my health, and she refused to do repairs. So in August, I withheld my $92 portion. But Section 8 has still been paying her, and she turned my water off in the building, had the building condemned. She turned my water off, not the water upstairs to her son, just my water.
Now, I see the order for possession was entered on November 7th. And
Yeah,
you had to be out by November 21st.
Yeah, but what happened was the judge only gave me 2 weeks, which is unheard of. But even though he gave me 2 weeks until the 21st, Miss Nelson took me back to court November the 30th because the paperwork she filed wasn't proper.
Let me see if I can find that. Hang on.
Yeah, so you see the paperwork for
Well,
November.
there's a motion that was heard on November 30th. Doesn't tell that. I don't know what that motion is about.
Yeah.
But anyways, all right. So when did they come to put you out? When did that occur?
Nobody came to put me out. No sheriff's department came.
So they locked you out.
Yeah, they locked me out because
When did the police come? When did the police came?
they came January 3rd.
And all your possessions were inside.
Yeah, they locked me out with no money, no ID, no glass, no medication. They just no coat, no hat.
Which police officers did that? Which police?
What?
You're saying that the police was there.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pause this and come back because my battery ran low on that other phone. So I'm going to no, I'm not gonna redo it. I'm just gonna make it part 2. I'll be back.